just like to watch me do this. No, I got it. Maybe. I'll do it before anybody gets on so they don't have to look at my fingers. All right, nobody's on yet. Not even Brenda. And I am green. Are you green? You're green. Hi, guys. I know you're listening to this if you're watching this on replay. So you can hear us well? Miss Brenda? Delay.
Yep,
okay.
Sound is good.
Now we have 2. When you come on, please say hi. Hi, Kathleen Humphrey. How you doing? I think I got your registration, I think. Hi, Noreen. We're just kind of putzing around, waiting for people to get in. Isn't that a pretty quilt? Isn't that gorgeous? Brenda made that one. And I'm sure Miss Tara will talk about it. So pretty.
All right. I think I might be ready.
All right, we have 3 people.
Hello, 3 people. Kathy Humphrey's one of them, right?
Noreen.
Noreen. Good morning, Noreen.
And Brenda.
And Brenda. Well, that's all we need.
There you go.
So I'm going to say good morning to everyone. I've been watching some Facebook Lives where they're not live at the time, they're on YouTube. And I'm thinking we need to really start out less like we're just standing here waiting for other friends to come because we tend to do that because we don't want anybody to miss anything, of course. But then if you watch it later, you're just seeing us stand here waiting for other friends to come. So welcome to those friends who are here. Hello to those people who are watching us later. We're glad to have you either time. My name is Tara Tom, and we are recording in Western New York at a shop on East Bank Street in Albion, actually. And we are having a beautiful day today. It's not going to be 95 and steamy, and there are no expected tornadoes in the forecast. So yay, we're glad and grateful. So we have a little mixture today. Irene and I are both wearing our Christmas headbands because lots of folks are talking about Christmas in July. I don't think anyone is celebrating Christmas in July.
I don't think you celebrate it.
No, but we are talking about it because honestly, now is the time when the quilt shops get the Christmas fabric. So we have already shown you 2 of the lines that we have gotten so far. We have another one coming, and then another really fun thing that we're participating in that we just signed up for that we're so excited about. So we have our headgear on and we are ready to talk about Christmas. So as I said, we've already shown you a couple of lines, but just last week, literally, we signed up for purchasing all of the fabrics for Lori Holt's newest, what is that, block of the month? I think it's a block of the month sew along, something like that. She's beginning in August. It's just come on my radar. I think Linda has known about it for a while, but we are really excited because that fabric will be here pretty soon, and we're going to be able to talk about it. And it's called Build a Snowman, and we will have all of the fabric, as I said, so that you can build a snowman too. And we are also, as soon as we get more information, we're going to invite you here to our classroom to watch as Lori Holt launches this fun project. So the quilt is so adorable, you won't even believe it. And we're really excited about it because if you start in August, you should be able to get it done by Christmas season. So that's the hope anyway. Yes, theoretically. So we're excited about that. We will have more information as more information comes. I will have pictures, and we will be sharing on our social media different things about this quilt. It is not a mystery. It is, you can see what the quilt looks like. And if you are not following us on social media, that is really the best place to get in the know on what's new here. So If you're watching this on Facebook Live, obviously you're following us on Facebook, but if you're watching it on YouTube, you might want to go over to Facebook and look for, I think it's Town and Country Quilter, because it's kind of challenging to change your name on Facebook. And also we have an account with Instagram. I'm not sure what the name is. I should know this, but it's either Town and Country Quilt Shop or Town and Country Quilter. So that's where we make our announcements between Facebook Lives so that you can hear what's new and see what's new. So go ahead and follow us and then say hi and let us know that you're following. All right, so I talked about the Lori Holt thing. I talked about Christmas. We are about 5 months away from Christmas, something like that. So
Yeah.
if you have any plans, it's time to start. Unless you're last minute, and then you can wait till November.
5 months and 8 days.
5 months and 8 days.
I don't know. I don't even know what the date is. But anyway.
Anyway, enough about Christmas. It's coming. We know it. It's not news, even though it always sneaks up on me. But that's because I'm not a very good planner. Just ask my husband. Okay, so I'm guessing you probably noticed that there's a gorgeous quilt behind me. I'm going to move out of the way so you can see the whole thing. This is called the Barn Star quilt, and
so
it's
pretty.
great to have a picture or the actual quilt so that you can see what the size is. It's 72 by 72. This is the picture from the book. It's called American Barn Star. This is another picture from the book, and this is the book. It's a Primitive Gatherings book. It has got a ton of great projects in it. It's $36. This is going to be on our website under the Facebook Live tab, and it has this quilt. And you've seen another one in here that Brenda made for us. See if I love this one. I would love to make this one.
Oh, that is beautiful.
When I retire,
let me show it to him.
this is going to be a project. And do you want to find the one that's the little...
Sorry, people. I just made you sick. I'm sorry.
Huh?
There.
Do you want to find the red and white one that Brenda made too, please?
They're all red and white.
The one with the star in the middle. You can probably see it in the other room.
No, that's
Small.
the one she's got. Small.
If you come in the shop, you can see it in person.
Yeah, because Irene
But
can't
it's got
find
like
it.
the and Brenda's saying amazing
not that
quilting. Nope. Let me look. I'll find it.
She'll find it. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm too busy.
Oh, actually, it looks like this.
I'm
This
too
one.
busy kicking the camera here. There. Sorry.
It looks like this. You're right, but it was just one. Oh, there it is. There.
Oh, I was going to say, maybe.
The American Star
that is
Table
pretty.
Mat. That one's got a bit of applique, right, Brenda? Or is that a piece star?
It's a delay.
It's pieced, but it's wonky pieced.
Okay.
It's not paper piecing, but sort of on that line.
Like a foundation? Does it use a foundation? So I don't know if you can hear Brenda talking, but she said it's pieced, but it's wonky pieced. Does it use a foundation, Brenda, or not?
I think I used freezer paper.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. We're all having a light bulb
Yep.
moment. But anyway, this book has so many cool projects in it. We just love it. And Brenda has made 2 that you can come check out, and we still have some of the fabric left. So
I like the one in the middle and the front.
yes,
The dark background, that's gorgeous.
That's very masculine if you're looking
I
for.
did a modified pillow too out of
Oh, Brenda said she did a modified pillow out of here too.
there. I
So
changed it a little.
yeah. So $36. It's a lot of projects for $36.
Do we know how many projects? I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
Let me see if we can figure that
We're
out.
just going to see. It's obviously very cost effective instead of buying individual patterns. There's no table of contents.
I'm not seeing one now.
Okay. There's a lot
It
of
just gets
projects
right to it. Yep.
for $36. You know how much patterns are these
There's
days.
English paper piecing. I think there's some applique. I thought that there was some cross stitch, but I'm not seeing it now. That might be another book that she has. This pillow, I think this might be the one Brenda was talking about.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, super cute. All right, so that is that on the website, available for your perusal, and also in the store if you're local.
Or purchase.
Yep. Right. Okay, so there's that. Oh, we also, so not only did we just make an account with Riley Blake, if you're a Riley Blake fan, I'm sure you're saying yay because we were saying yay. We had the Riley Blake reps came out last week, as I said, and so we are excited about that. And we also just started an account with Art Gallery, which is so
Different.
classy, different and classy. So we just got our first box a couple of days ago, and I wanted to make sure that I got it into the point of sale system before I showed it to you. But it is so beautiful. Irene's going to hand them to me. They're literally still in the plastic because they just got here. And this is from their Nectarine, what is it? Fusion Nectarine line. So these are all going to be kind of like a peachy orange. They feel so nice and luxurious. Oh, these are nice. These are nice.
Okay, there might not be any left, guys. She
So
might. You think I'm bad?
This is sort of a peachy orange, and it's got looks like flower petals on there. This one is a little bit of a lighter peach. Actually, it's very peach, and it's peach season. We went out to get ice cream,
Yeah.
and that place we go to a farmer's market type of place, and they had peaches all over the place. So these are all ready for peach season.
There's the first one. I'm trying to hand them to her, and
I wish you could feel these. They feel so nice.
do feel nice.
Yeah.
And then this is a different pattern. I don't know if you could see it. It's washing out a little. It's a little more peachy than that.
That little like leaf.
Yeah,
shapes.
little leaf.
And this one is so beautiful.
Oh, that one is my favorite.
This has got a nice creamy background and some peachy orange.
Aren't they pretty? Peach is the color these days. I'm telling you. It's very, very.
Making a comeback.
Very, very
We were just
popular.
talking about the 80s weddings, and peach was a popular color then. Oh, funny bone.
I don't need that elbow. I have another one.
This
There you
is a
go.
little bit peach too. That was not intentional, but we have been wanting more variety in our color and our wide backs. We do have a nice collection of wide backs because we do long arm quilting here. But this is a sort of light, I don't know, is this an orange or does it just seem like that to me? Or
It's tannish
like
orange.
a tannish beige.
It's coming
Anyway.
across pretty good
Okay.
right there. The only thing you can't see from that distance is the center of the flowers. That's more a little darker.
Yep.
So, but
And this is a wide
Coming
back,
across
108
pretty good.
inches wide. And I think that these are like $22.99, something like that, $21.99. The other 45s were $12.99, in case you're interested.
isn't that pretty?
And then this one is my favorite.
You got it?
I always chastise Irene because she seems,
Yeah.
everything seems to be her favorite, but I'm just kidding with her, of course. But this is my favorite wide back that we have. It almost just fell out of the bag.
Isn't that
Gorgeous.
Oh my
Multicolored.
gosh.
It is, I don't know if I think it is directional, but if you put it the right way on the back of your fabric or on the back
I
of your
don't
quilt,
know.
that'll be okay.
You got flowers going down, and then you got flowers going up,
Yeah, maybe it's not.
and these point down. I don't think it's really directional.
Let's just open this baby all the way up.
All right. It's the only one that got the special treatment. But it is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, it could go any
can
way,
go
any
any
which
way.
way.
Wow, that's pretty.
I'm gonna hold it up so that I don't know if the
Can you
camera
get
can see. How's that look?
Oh,
Irene?
that looks nice. I'm sorry, I just yelled. I got really excited.
So this could be the backing on your next floral quilt
There you go.
or any kind of quilt. It's a very creamy
It's beautiful.
background, but the colors are just luscious. Very nice. This is a 108 back. You could use it as a non-back if you wanted to. And what I tell people when they come in looking for a backing or they don't have their backing is if you have a big quilt that would have to be pieced if you bought the 45-inch wide, it's much more economical to buy the 108 most of the time because you don't have the waist and it's just more economically priced. So
And
something to
it's
keep in mind.
easier.
And it's easier.
I
for sure.
always go for wide backs. Sometimes I go for wide backs when I don't need to, just because I don't want to piece it.
Yeah.
So, and I get what's left over.
Yep.
So,
For the next project.
yep.
All right. So there is our what's new for today. And I also wanted to show, Irene's going to expand on this, but I wanted to show the newest kit that we have that is sort of Christmassy, but Not really a true commitment to Christmas.
More winter.
Yep, it can definitely be left out all winter.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Your sister wants to know how that would look on the first cross.
Excellent. Yeah, we're doing a peach and green quilt, and it would be perfect, Bev. So I'm assuming I'm buying you some fabric.
All right, so this is our newest table topper. This is a Deb Tucker Studio 180 Designs pattern, which means that it uses some of the Tucker tools,
Just
one of the Tucker tools.
Just one, Tucker Trimmer 1.
Tucker Trimmer 1, but you might use another one too. Am I wrong?
Sure.
I thought you were demoing today.
I am, but it actually, yes.
Don't mind us. We're not very communicative this week.
Anyway, you can use a second one.
You can. So this is our Winter Dreams is the name of the line. This is our newest line from Figo. Very wintry. This is the kit. It is $49.99. And this has the pattern in here and also all the fabric to make the top. And it has a little bit of a bonus. You can see this little deer peeking up here. This is a fat quarter of fabric. And the purpose of this is so that you can, if you want to, put that fabric right in here and fussy cut it. So it's a super fun project, and we have it for, I can't remember, 40-something 99?
49?
40, let me, oh, I don't have my glasses. It's 40-something 99. Irene will look, she has her glasses on.
$49.99.
Yes.
I hadn't intended it to be unless people really, really, really want it to be. I could always put it in the schedule. It would be a one day. Very simple.
Brenda's asking if it's going to be a class, and Irene just gave the answer. I don't know if you can hear Brenda, so I'm just sort of repeating what she says.
I mean, I can make it a class. It's a one day.
Let us know if you would like to do this.
Yeah, if you're interested, let me know.
Yep. We're getting our fall schedule together.
Yep.
I don't know if we've announced it yet, but we have decided on our date for open house, which is September 14th.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
So back to school, back to class. I had a little cry the other day because I saw a back to school commercial.
So
and this
it's finally
is the first time
to
in
you,
20 years that I am not putting somebody on the bus. Well,
you're just sending them to another state.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, this is our newest Figo table runner. It's beautiful. And Irene is going to give you a demo, which I thought was related to this, and hopefully it still will be.
It is, but because I made it related.
Gotcha.
Okay, it's not according to the pattern, but I did make it related.
Okay, so hats off to Irene, and I will move over here.
Horns up, or antlers up.
Yep.
Hi, everybody. How we doing? As y'all know, or you don't know, but you're about to, I am a Studio 180 certified instructor, which sounds real fancy, but it gives me the opportunity to work with these patterns. I test quilts, I do all kinds of stuff. And what we're doing is this month's item of the month is a bundle of the square tool and the V-block. You've seen them, if you've watched us, you've seen them demonstrated, both of them. But the square tool has a capability that I didn't really touch on all that much, so I want to talk about it, and that is fussy cutting. In our runner here, okay, if you were to follow the pattern exactly, and you will be able to do this with the kit you have, you would have taken some of this fabric, this beautiful white poinsettia fabric, and you would have put it here, here, and here, okay? That's the way the pattern is written, so that the centers are taken from the outside, okay, from the same fabric. But in this fabric, or excuse me, in this fabric line were the deer. And to give you a better look at that fabric, this is what the fabric looks like. This backing is not included in your kit. So if you're interested in having this backing, you need to, there's no backing included in it. We don't usually do that, okay? So I wanted to use this. So I got the idea of fussy cutting the deer in the front. so it kind of all went together. It's the same line, so the colors blend. In order to fussy cut, I mean, there's lots of ways to fussy cut, and I'm sure you've all done it. But my easiest way to fussy cut that I use all the time is square squared. Now we are offering the regular square squared, which goes up to 6 inches. So before I demonstrate, let me show you things you can do with this, okay? All right, this is what I show in my class in Tucker University freshman year. We cover square squared. And so I show how you can fussy cut things and put them in the square squared. And they're so cute. Eventually, this will be my sister Nancy. She loves red and she loves cats. So it'll make a pillow, or I'll make a few more blocks and make a little throw, whatever. So you can do that. My dear friend Amy Seaman, I haven't seen her on, so she might be watching this on delay. A little while ago, she gave me some adorable squares, rectangles, whatever. They had been embroidered. And I thought, oh, I love those. So I squared them, square and a square. Here's the little caterpillar, I think, worm, caterpillar, whatever you want to call it. And this one, oh, you'll see why. I love this one. It is, I just picked out this beautiful purple fabric. Isn't it awesome? Purple shiny snowflakes. That's even better. But it goes with the snowman's thing. And I'll show you how to do it. I just got it the right size, put my triangles according to the tool on the right size. So these are, hang on, I want to make sure before I speak, these are 6.5. Okay, and that's the largest size that the original square squared does. There's a larger one available, but we're talking about the original one, okay? So I was able to do both of these with that. These are like 4 inches finished, these square squares, okay? So, let me show you one more thing before I do the demo. And we talked about this last week, I believe it was. You don't have to put the same on every side. You can put different. Okay, I fussy cut these bells, and then when I got done, I realized they're all going in the same direction. So I'm trying to find more of this fabric. This is an old fabric, so I'm going through all my Christmas things. Because what you could do is take them, if you didn't mind your bells being upside down, and make them star points. Tara, can you hand me that square? I'm afraid if I move, my star is going to fall apart. There you go. There. And then you have star points. And then you could put a different color here. You could put the green. Yeah, you could put the green, because then it would frame it even more with the star. So there's a lot you can do with square squared. Now, the reason I'm bringing up all this is I want to show you how to fussy cut. Fussy cutting, first of all, first warning, takes a lot of fabric. And there's a lot that doesn't get wasted but isn't used. So what I suggest you do, if you really want to fussy cut something, fussy cut it. And you can move your ruler around and figure out where is it going to take it out. But if you can, use scraps. So I had some scraps, and I'm going to come over on that side because, again, it makes more sense if you see it right side up. All right. Take my handy dandy Famori, which, by the way, we have more of these on order. They are a hot commodity. Anybody who uses one has to have one. So these are some scraps I had left over. Now, the first thing you have to realize, and I will tell you how I know, I was all excited about fussy cutting them. They have to be on point, not straight across. I have 3 of them that are regular squares. So I got to find something to do with that. I know what to do, but I don't, it's a secret. All right. So what I did is I brought one of my scraps that's left over because the end of this is pointed. So that backing. So if you remember correctly, I'm going to move this. I don't know how well this shows up. This is the side that you cut your center square. And as we said, the center square is a bizarre measurement involving 1/16 of an inch. Most rulers, regular rulers, creative grids, whoever, don't even have 1/16 because it's too confusing on a ruler. So instead of making you cut it at 1/16, she created this. She did all the math for you. Good old Deb Tucker did all the math for you, and you don't have to think about it. It also tells on here, the other awesome thing about Square Squared is all the charts you need are on the ruler instead of having to keep the directions somewhere. I mean, obviously the directions have pictures, but the charts that are usually on the directions are on here. For example, if you wanted to do a 4-inch finished, which is a very popular, it says right here to cut this center square from a 3.5-inch strip. Okay? Then over here, it tells you what size the side triangles have to be. You cut squares this size, cut them once on the diagonal. Okay, so not that size, this size. This is the size of your finished square. So when I did my 6 inches last night, my 6-inch squares, I needed 4.25 squares, and then I cut it on the diagonal and then put it around. So I want a fussy cut. Well, it looks like him because he's the only one that's whole on there. Now, again, don't forget, you know what, I'm going to use this one first. Don't forget that you are on point. So I need to set my ruler, my tool, on point. I want to make a 4-inch finished. So this is a 4-inch finished. That's what those were. Now, you will see, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's solid lines that say 4-inch finished, and then there's dotted lines all the way around. That's your 1/4-inch seam. So you have to make sure, in this case, that my deer is not over those dotted lines. So I'm going to keep moving it until I get as much of the deer as I can. I'm going to lose a little bit of hoof, but not much. I'd rather lose a little hoof because everybody knows there's a hoof at the end of this leg, but I don't want to lose the antlers. So sometimes you got to make a call on it. So what I do now that I've got it where I want it, and you might want to make sure it's centered and straight. Okay, so this line is your center line. So I'm trying to get it straight, keeping everybody inside the dotted line around there. So I go, and again, this wastes fabric. Okay, there's no way around it. Just no way. If you're fussy cutting, and it would waste fabric no matter what method you were using. Now I can take this, line it up on my 4-inch finish block center like that. Now I'm seeing, yeah, I'm going to lose the hoof. There's nothing I can do, but you know, he's got 3 other ones. He's good. Not a problem. Then I'm going to cut, and I'm going to cut. And now I'm ready to put the sides on it, like we showed you last week, and then make it so that it goes in here. This is a square. All I did for this was cut the square out. These are not squared. These are combo units. Excuse me, not combo. These are 1/4 square triangles. Or
and that's where you use the tucker
yes,
trimmer.
and that's what gives you the what you need for the yes, that's why we need a tucker trimmer one. It looks like a square and a square, but it's not. It's just set on point. The whole thing is on point. So it's super easy, super, super easy. One of the cooler patterns she has. So you can just keep doing that. Again, I would suggest that you use scraps because you're going to lose so much. But you can also use regular fabric. Just be ready to have holes in it. Okay, so that's fussy cutting. And that's with the square. Okay, I love this tool. There is a larger one, but start with this one because most of the time you don't need a gigantic one. Okay, you can also with this one do little tiny snail's trails because basically all that is a square and a square. Just your center starts out as a 4-patch. That's it. So I love this one. I love them all, but I seem to be using this a lot. There are entire patterns that are just square or square and a square. The unit is called square and a square. The tool is called square squared. Okay, it's hard to keep straight. So I'm sure Tara has written that down for me, and if not, I can flip back a page. Oh no, she did. All right, so the combo, the package deal tool combo is this and V-Block. Next week I'm going to show you a couple more things with V-Block. And it would normally, if you bought them individually, you would spend $65.99. We're doing the combo for $49.50. If you're interested in doing this as a class, you could always buy the tool combo. I guarantee you V-Block's not a waste. And we can do it as a class, and you can see how to use it in person instead of on video.
And that's a pre-order.
This is pre-order, prepay. Okay, so you can either go online to the Facebook. Is that where it is?
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live, and you go for the deal, item of the month, and you prepay at the end of the month, which is coming up fast. We will order them, and then in a week or so, you'll get them. We'll call you and let you know they're in. Okay, so that is the item of the month. Okay, next, I get to do, wait, you have a T in here.
Yep.
Do you need to talk before I do the end?
I'm going to do the end because I have.
Oh, you're going to do the 3, 2, 1.
Little.
Oh, gotcha. She scared me there a little bit.
We're changing things up a little bit.
We're changing things up. So I'm done for today. And as always, just stop in and see me. I'm working all day today. So stop in and see me if you like. Oh, did you want me to talk about this?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Because we had talked about it last week, but now we have
witnesses. I have things I can tell you. I love a quilting book. I just, a story. I'm not a nonfiction kind of person. My husband reads nonfiction 24/7. I am not. I figure I've got enough excitement in the real world. I want to lose myself in a story. So Tara, got in this book by Anne Hazelwood. It's the first in a series. I'm sorry, I'm moving. I take care of my grandbaby, and I always move. I'm sorry. So Anne Hazelwood has written this really cool series. This is the first book. It's called Basement Quilt. It took me a little while to get into it, only because I'm too busy. But once I got past the first couple chapters, now I'm addicted. I'm about halfway, so Tara's not allowed to talk to me about it because she has read the whole thing. But I have told her I need the next one right away because I like to read them one right after another. I think only one series in my life did I ever read and then have to wait for the next one. That drives me crazy. So these are all out, and she's ordering me the second one to have here in the store. Do we only have these 2 left right now?
We might, but we can order more.
We can order more. Like I said, I'm addicted now, and it's real people, and it's really cool. It incorporates the quilting community idea. Mm-hmm. And it also, so it's family, community. It's a very, very, very good book. And like I said, you got to catch me or I put you down and I never pick it up again. I have so many books at home that I've read the first 2 or 3 chapters. Mostly I don't even get that far. This one is a good one. So please think about that. This book is $14.95. I believe she has on order the next one.
The next one, yep.
And
I started to listen to it.
She listens while she quilts. I cannot listen. I have to read. And I want a book in my hand. I don't want a Kindle. I'll read on Kindle, but I like a book in my hand. I'm so old-fashioned. I can't be read to. My mother told me from an early age I would not. I would take the book away from her and make up my own story from the pictures because I can't do books on tape. Tara does them all the time while she's quilting. I'm pointing at that like you can see it. While she's quilting. And she has already gotten through the first one, and she's on the second one. So I'm telling you, awesome book. Awesome, awesome. All right, now I'll turn the table over to Miss Tara and fall on the plastic.
All right, so we changed things up a little bit this week. Usually Irene does the 3-2-1, but I wanted to do a little, not quite demo, but show you one of the things in action. But before we talk about that, I know I already talked about one block of the month that we're going to be bringing in that begins in August, but I had previously talked about a different one that begins in January of 2025, and that is from Corey Yoder. She is the designer behind Coriander Quilts. If you're familiar with that, she has beautiful, bright, breezy kind of fabrics, little flowers usually, and this is the page that has the requirements for, she's doing a mystery quilt, so we won't know what it looks like until it's done. It's beginning in January of 2025, and she will be doing both YouTube videos and blog posts, I believe. I might have them confused, but I'm pretty sure that's what she's doing.
Can't read it.
And this will be, what you'll need is a Fat Eighth bundle of her newest line that's coming out in November called Callie & Co. And then these 3 top fabrics, which we will have for the top, and then she uses this last fabric on the bottom for the backing. So we have plenty of that too. But what we have right now is the ability to have you pre-order this bundle so that when it comes in, you've already got it. I think that these are going to go pretty quickly. We didn't order a million of them, so what we have is all that we're going to have to be able to sell. So if you are interested, you want to make sure that you get it, and you just get the call in November saying your pre-cuts and your kit are here for you, then we've got it for you. So if you want to go to the Facebook page on our website, it's called Callie & Co. Mystery Block of the Month Kit. And those are, I don't remember how much, but maybe $142.99. It's going to be a good size quilt. It's got, these are Fat Eighths. It probably uses the whole thing of Fat Eighths, and then the background is 1 3/4. So that's usually an indicator.
How much backing?
Oh, that's a good question. 3.5 yards for backing.
So that's about the size.
Oh, it says what size.
Oh, never mind.
60 by 75.
Because I was thinking right about a 3 1-yard quilt.
Yes, that's what I thought too.
Because that's what a 3 1-yard quilt takes from Fabric Cafe is 3.5 yards for backing.
Yep. So it's not a huge quilt, good size, and I think it's going to be fun. You get to see what it is only when you're done putting it together. So, and
if you love a mystery, this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is perfect because you don't know how it's all going to go together until the end.
Yep.
It's exciting.
Kind of like a book. Kind of like this one. This had a mystery solved at the end too, and some loose ends, which is why we have them.
Which is why there's a second book. There you go, and a third, and a fourth. And
so there's that, and I have stolen the joy of the 3-2-1 from Irene because I wanted to show you one of the things that I use on the daily, besides my Bose headphones to listen. But we're going to start with our $3 fabric. This is a lavender and mint and navy blue. Almost looks like a quilt already.
I was going to say it's a faux quilt.
Yeah.
This would be cool on the back.
Yeah.
Let's turn it around. See? Look, looks like a quilt.
So that is on the Facebook Live page of our website as well.
Mind you of anybody, Beth? These leaves and stuff. Very
And
nice.
It almost looks like it's been cross-stitched on. It's
Yeah.
very
There's little
fun.
cross stitch marks and stuff like that.
Let me see how many yards are on.
Beautiful colors.
1,
I didn't even know we
2,
had this fabric.
3,
Just, yeah.
4,
So you know.
5.5 yards. So
You didn't
that'll
read
make
the
a good
top.
backing. All right, so that one is our $3 a yard fabric. Should be up on the page. If it's not, give it a little bit of time because I just put the picture up this morning. So it might take till the afternoon, but I definitely put it there. So that is our number 3, $3 yard fabric. Our number 2 are these
We have
panels.
more than 2 of them, by the way.
We do have more than 2. These are from Gingerbread, and they were from the Nocturnal line. They're normally $12.99 for the panel.
Bunnies upside down.
Upside down. Put it right side up.
There we go.
And this is going to be $6.50. And this could be a fun baby quilt. You could cut it apart and put some fabric in between for sashing.
Can you hold it straight up so they can see the bunnies and the whatever that is? Bear?
Yep. And let me know. This
there.
actually
now we can see all
this
4.
is as tall as I can go. So.
We can see all 4.
Okay. So that nice sleeping owl. I could see this in a nursery, in a woodland themed nursery with those bunnies and owls and foxes and bear.
Foxes are big, really big.
You could do 4 small wall hangings.
Yep. That's what I would
Super
do with
fun.
it. I would do 4 small wall hangings.
And it's $6.50. So come and get it or order it online.
Come and get it.
I just read an article about Gingerbread. She's cool. She's got her own obviously she's a designer of fabric, but she has her own business with gifts, and she started on Etsy, and it's a good story. I love to hear what people's journey was. So we have several of these. I don't know exactly how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you wanted to do a chenille, stack it and slice it. Those are $6.50. Nocturnal panels is what they're called by Gingerbread. All right, and then the last thing that we have is called an HQ Zinger. This is from Handy Quilter. Honestly, I don't remember what price we put on them.
Is it written down anywhere?
Of course, I didn't write it down. So these are on the website as well. They're normally $4.95. Let's say $2.50 for these.
Ish.
Yep. So these, I'm going to have Irene hold it up, and then I'm going to show you mine. It's called a Zinger. Lasts forever, by the way. I don't know how old this one is, but a couple of years, like 3 years. And what you do is you put your little scissors or snips, these are my snips for when I'm quilting, on this thing. You snap it together, and then you just have them hanging off of you. You can put it wherever you want.
So you don't lose them like I do whenever I put anything down.
Or like bury them if you set your little scissors down next to your machine. So then when you have done all of your piecing or whatever and you're ready to snip, you just pull this right off and snip, and you're done.
All right, when I look at it, the first thing I think of is when I had to have an ID. And I put my ID on one of those and had it pinned to my shirt or my jacket. I traveled between the high school and the middle school, and the door was locked, and I had to use my pass to get through the door in the middle of the day when I switched buildings. So I kept losing my pass. So I finally put it on one of these on my coat.
That's a good idea.
And then all I had to do was pull it over, swipe it, and then it went back to my coat without me losing it.
And this has a little clip. So I've seen them with a pin, but this one has a clip, which is a little bit easier to get on and off. And you just do that,
and there you go. I think those are amazing. I don't need an ID anymore, but if you do,
and you could put any kind of little scissors on here. I don't recommend like super sharp pointed scissors. Just use your imagination.
You might hurt yourself.
All right, so we do have 2 of these available, and if you are interested in keeping your scissors handy, that's a good idea. So that's number 1.
Yep.
So we did 3, 2, 1. I figured it out. Irene didn't have to do it for me, so that's nice. And unless there are any questions, Irene has a question.
Actually, it's not a question. Just a reminder about the November Quiltaways.
Right.
They are filling up. So I was surprised how many. I was going to count them before I came, and I forgot. So if you are thinking of coming, I can't count you until I have your registration and your check. So please get those in a timely manner. We're not full yet, but they are both over half. We're only taking 45 in each one.
And if you're wondering about this Quilt Away and you don't know the information on it and you would like an email, then send us your email address. You can do that via private messenger if you want to, if you don't want to put it in the comments, and we will get you the information. And we also have registration forms here at the shop. So lots of ways that you can get to us. And this is the Quilt Away in Geneseo in November. Two of them.
Two of
We're
them.
doing two.
You
Yep.
pick which one you want to go to.
Yep. I wonder if anyone would want to stay for both.
You know, I've wondered that, and no one has inquired about it. I mean, you'd have to go home in between because we run them Thursday through Sunday, and then the next week Thursday through Sunday. I'm coming home in between, but no one has asked.
Imagine
to come
how
to
much you
both.
could get done if you did 2 weeks.
That's because you wouldn't have to pick anything up. The only reason I
Right.
agreed to do two is because they told me the room will not be used on that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I can leave everything set up. So if you wanted to do both, you could leave everything set up if you wanted to.
And we're going to have demos. We just
Mhm.
talked about what demos we're going to be doing.
If there's
And
something
the
you want
store.
to see, let us know.
Yeah.
We
Or a
would
new
like-
gadget that you'd be interested in trying out.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'd be
Let us
glad
know.
to take that tip and apply it. So yeah, I think that's all we have. Brenda, we didn't have any questions, did we?
It's a delay. She can't hear us yet.
No.
There we go. She said no.
No questions. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. It's been a pleasure to meet with you over coffee on this beautiful Thursday morning, and I hope you have a great day today. Thanks for being here.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.